I'm Carly, this is Evan, and Ripley. We have a dream to complete America's Great Loop. So in order to make that happen, we bought this boat. Between now and 2025, we're taking you along with as we document every step of the journey to make our dream a reality. We hope you'll join us for the adventure.
Atlantic Avenue Bridge. This is motor vessel Northern Attitude, northbound, requesting your 7:15 opening.
This is Atlantic Avenue Bridge, that's a 10-4 captain. What's the measurements of your vessel, please?
Yep, length is 36 foot, the beam is 12 and a half, the height is 14.
Thank you for that, Captain. Stand by, I'll get you through on my 7:15.
Thank you much.
Good morning. Hopefully the audio isn't too bad. We have one of those foam windsocks, but not one of the hairy ones. So I don't know how this is going to be. But welcome to our longest cruise yet. And it's actually funny because I saw on the Great Loop Facebook page this week, somebody said the Great Loop is basically just a bunch of 50-mile days. Which is exactly what we're doing today, 52 nautical miles from Delray Beach to Stuart. We will be tracking it on the Sea People app that Sailing La Vagabond and Young Cruisers Association just released this week, actually, officially. So come along with us as we take on this windy 10-hour, 52 nautical mile cruise.
Let's get after it.
One thing I forgot to mention was the reason we were cruising from Delray to Stuart, and that is because for the last 6 months or so, we have been very lucky to have free docking at my aunt's home in Delray Beach. But now that season is on our tails, my aunt will be coming back and she has a boat of her own. So we are going to be living the marina life up in Stuart, Florida, which we are so excited about. There will be more to come on that marina later. I am at the helm right now while Evan makes coffee. I already have mine. He's making some for himself now. We are kind of crazy because this weather, although it's a little too windy for my liking, this is one of the things that's getting us really excited for the loop is just the cooler temperatures. We've seriously been just dying in the Florida heat this summer. Especially the last 2 months, 2.5 months or so. So we're really looking forward to the cooler temps that we'll hopefully be chasing while we're doing the loop. So this just gets us excited. We moved downstairs into the salon area. It is so insanely windy. It also didn't help that we had just passed the Boynton Inlet. So we got Ripley down. We got Evan driving from inside.
Ripley's getting the smell of the wind. Look at her.
Oh, Rip.
Sticking her head out the window.
It's okay. You stay there. And I'm going to get some breakfast going. So we're going to do some breakfast burritos. Those seem to be our go-to. Easy to eat, all wrapped in a little tortilla. So here we go.
Look at her.
You're so sweet. These are the best tortillas ever. We try to be health conscious when we can, and tortillas have so many ingredients in them, and it's just so bad. These are 5 ingredient tortillas from Costco. They do come raw, so you have to cook them, but it takes literally 1 to 2 minutes. So you just put the thing raw on the pan, and it'll cook right up.
Carly is breaking in the sink.
So nice. Look at all this room.
Way down in there. Got the drying racks prepped.
Lots of room.
Plenty of Dawn soap.
Yeah.
That's still from the last owner.
You came like a resolution under a starry sky. You are my one solution to the mystery of why. Let's pack a bag and migrate to anywhere we please. Clamber out the mountains underneath the sea. Just you and me.
Well, I'm a bit disappointed because one of the things I had planned to do today was to redo some labels. Like there's some on the stove that need redone, and I just figured this would be a good tool to have on the boat. I'm not going to be doing that today because I don't have any batteries to do this. It needs four AA. But this is a good time to mention that I have this linked in our Amazon storefront. We do have a storefront on Amazon. If you want to get inspiration for any boat items or see some of the things that we're using. I only have a couple categories on there right now, but I will continue to build it out as we continue to buy things that we like and use.
Texas. Ladies and gentlemen,
We got Evan watching college game day while driving.
Right, very nice to meet you, man.
You're doing the kick?
It's Saturday tradition. We can't break tradition.
Have you ever said anything negative about a kicker before? I don't know why we pay kickers so much, honestly.
It's my turn to give an update. Carly is back there driving, doing a great job. We actually just are passing where we anchored for the 4th of July. So we are over halfway. We probably have 3.5 to 4 hours left. Now I'm gonna organize some lines, get those prepped, and just laid by each cleat to make sure that no knots, we know which ones are going where, and just prepping for when we get to the marina. Rib a dip, here comes some waves. Oh yeah.
In this section, I will spare you the god-awful wind noise. I am sorry about that, and we will be updating some of our equipment. But basically what Evan is doing here is he is adding teak oil to all of the teak. Half of our boat has the varnish removed, and half of it is still there. But here in the front windshield, you can tell that the top is still golden because it's pretty much out of the sun, whereas the bottom half just gets baked by the sun and it's a lot more dull. Evan's back to driving now. We went past the Jupiter Inlet. The inlet was insane. I've never seen that much whitewash, like waves. So it was crazy. But that's good for us now because there's not as much boat traffic, just since it's not the most beautiful day out. And it's kind of awkward timing in Florida right now where you have, kids are in school, so it's not as busy as summertime would be, but it's also not November yet, so you don't have the snowbirds down. So yeah, this ended up being good timing for us. And what else? Because the tide is currently going out, we're going into low tide. We were able to get up to 7 knots, which was pretty good. Our typical is like 5.5, 6 knots. Six is like our typical speed, but we got up to 7, which was exciting. And we have officially reached the 6-hour mark. So I'm still hopeful that we will be at the dock by the 10th hour. We will see. We will see. We made it to our slip. We are exhausted. Definitely proved a challenge once we got into the marina. We really wanted to back in, but as you've seen the whole day, it is so windy and the wind followed us all the way up here. So we attempted to Evan attempted to back in. He did an amazing job under the pressure and stress, but it was tough. So we turned back around, and then we just made the decision to pull in forward. I think we could have backed in if it wasn't so windy. The wind was just pushing us, and it was making it difficult, so.
Yeah, the flags are sticking straight out, so after 10 hours on the water, there was no need. We could just pull in for tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Our electric still reaches. There's not really a benefit.
That was the only thing the dock hands asked, like, as we were pulling in, and they were like, well, is your electric gonna be able to reach? And I was like, oh, we have no problem there. Our cord is very long. So yeah, we got Ripley off. I'm so proud of her. She did an amazing job today. 10 full hours on the boat. I think our final time was like 10 hours and 12 minutes or something. Yeah. But that's because we didn't stop it until after we were all like tied up and everything. She did so good. We got her off, went to the bathroom. We took her on a walk around all the docks. This marina is huge. And we've already met several people. And we are just feeling like a part of the community.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like you pull into the neighborhood, everybody watches. Yeah. And they come say hi. We already got offered food.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And so yeah, it was a good welcoming crew.
Yes, good welcoming crew. And now we are gonna make some dinner ourselves, some turkey burgers. But I think that's the end of this video. And we're so thankful that you stuck along for the entire ride, our longest cruise ever. And we're just really excited about what's to come. We feel like this is really like springing us forward in all of the last minute things we need to get done and just the last minute things we need to accomplish before we can comfortably set off.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd say so.
All right. Any other thoughts?
Time to get water.
Love you. Bye.